Hello, friends, and welcome back to the channel. So, guys, today we are jumping into a topic that looks simple on the surface, but when you dig deeper, it opens up a massive debate about the customer experience, business models, and how the hospitality industry needs to evolve. Guys, the claim is bold. Hotels should let you check in at 11 a.m. instead of 4 p.m. Is that reasonable? Is that unrealistic? Or is it actually overdue? So, guys, let's unpack this calmly, rationally, and with the real world context. I want all of you to debate this with me in the chat respectfully because everyone who has ever stayed in a hotel has an opinion on this. So, first, let's see this. Everyone knows this feeling. You have just finished a long flight, maybe overnight. You are exhausted. You reach the hotel at noon, and the front desk tells you check in starts at 4 pm. Now, you are stuck wandering around, dragging bags, trying to kill the hours. And the funny thing is, your room is just sitting upstairs behind a locked door. You can almost feel it. So the big question is, why has the industry standardized a check-in time that feels disconnected from how people actually travel? And why do they allow customers to suffer and waste their time? Why do hotels set 3 to 4 p.m. check-in time only? So guys, here is the basic truth without any industry bias. Hotels follow a rhythm. Most guests check out by 11 a.m. Cleaning team needs time to clean hundreds of rooms, reset everything, restock, inspect, and prepare for the next guest. Bigger hotels have slower turnarounds because every room must meet the strict cleaning standards. Then there is a staffing. Many hotels run with the minimal housekeeping teams. The cleaning cycle becomes the backbone of why check in drifts towards 4 p.m. It's not really about the inconvenience, it's about the logistics, labor cost, and turnover windows. But just because it's standard doesn't mean it has to stay this way only. So, guys, does this actually cause inconvenience to the customers? So let's be honest here. Yes, absolutely. And it's becoming a bigger problem than ever. Travel patterns have changed. People fly earlier. Remote workers check in on weekdays. Families travel with kids who need the rest midday, and tourists often arrive before the noon. On top of that, we live in a world where convenience set the expectations. You can get the same day delivery, 24 by 7 customer service, and instant digital check-ins for flights. But hotels, sometimes you are waiting till late afternoon just to enter a room you paid for. The mismatch between modern lifestyle and the old hospitality schedules is what creates a frustration. So, guys, now let's look at the solution. What changes could fix this? This is where the conversation gets interesting because the hotel industry actually can modernize without tearing down its operations. There are several possible changes hotels could adapt. They could create tiers of early check ins, not just the pay $50 early check in, but dynamic systems based on how many rooms are already clean. They could invest in better housekeeping teams during the peak seasons, allowing faster turnover. Also, technology could play a huge role here. That is, smart scheduling, real time cleaning, updates, and guest apps that show when your specific rooms will be ready. There is also an option of offering a guaranteed 11 a.m. check in at the time of booking, not as an extra fee but as a clear contract. Some hotels could even introduce micro stays where rooms are cleaned immediately after early checkouts and made available the same afternoon. These are not the radical ideas, they are just the adjustments that respect both the business and the guest. So, why many hotels resist changing their check-in time? So, here is the part people don't often think about. Changing the check-in time doesn't just alter the schedule, it affects the entire business model as well. Housekeeping works in blocks. Staff availability is built around the idea of rooms becoming available after the checkout. If the hotels shifts to 11 a.m. check-in, they would need earlier staff shifts, more cleaners, more supervisor and faster turnaround. This means the higher cost which hotels may hesitate to take on unless customers show they value the change. And there is another layer as well. Hotels prefer predictable timelines. A 4 p.m. check-in gives them a large buffer. Reducing that window could increase the stress, errors, and last minute chaos. So, guys, the resistance isn't business hotels don't care, it's because their current system is built like a machine. But is the old system outdated? In many ways, yes. The world has modernized. Airlines reinvented boarding system, streaming platforms reinvented the entertainment. Even restaurants have adopted digital ordering. You can book your order from anywhere, delivery and flexible hour. But hotels are one of the few major industries that still operate on a timetable from decades ago. The idea that every guest should wait until the late afternoon doesn't align with the global travel trends anymore. People want the flexibility, personalization, and real time service. They want the convenience they get everywhere else. This is where the hospitality industry has a chance to evolve. What can be done today? There are several simple solutions could ease the frustration immediately. Hotels could send automated messages offering early check-in windows based on the actual room availability. They could create a resting lounge or temporary spaces where guests can freshen up while waiting as well, or they can create a waiting room as well. They could bundle early check-ins into the loyalty programs, offering it as a perk, not a charge. They could even introduce flexible room types where the housekeeping schedule is faster because the rooms are designed for easier cleaning. So, guys, none of this change would harm the business. In fact, it can create the great satisfaction and loyalty for customer. So, guys, now I want your opinions. Now, I want to hear from all of you. Do you think hotels should shift their check in time to 11 a.m.? Or do you feel the 4 p.m. check in is reasonable for the staff and the system? If you work in the hospitality, tell us your insider perspective. If you travel often, share your real experience, the good, the bad, or the painfully funny. Let's keep it respectful because both sides have the valid points. This is where the live stream gets interesting because your perspective also matters and your stories could help shape how people think about this issue. Thank you for being part of this thoughtful conversation. Today wasn't about the complaining, it was about an awakening and understanding and how and everyday frustration reveals deeper questions about the modernization, customer experience, and industry standards. If you enjoyed this conversation style stream, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep discussing real issues with real people. And in the comment section, tell me your final verdict. Should hotels move to an 11 a.m. check in, or is the traditional system still the best balance? I will see you guys in the next live stream. Take care and travel smart. Thank you.